East side of Flint. We're over here to McKinley, somewhere on the south side, with some ball players that come from the east side, i.e. Kearsley Park, in the hole, the ball diamond we all grew up with.
Oh, yeah.
This is Chris Ascencio, one of the business owners, grew up on the east side. His family were part of the city parks, and we're a little angry about the way things have went without the residents or the citizens or the people around the park knowing what was going on. So I'm going to let Chris give you a little whatever. Chris, what do you think about what's happened down there?
I wasn't very happy with it. I mean, I appreciate the upkeep that was done to the park and the new renovations, but by bringing the fence in, the outfield fence, it just made it impossible to play slow pitch softball there. And like I said, nobody was notified. I mean, there could have been a different way of doing this, so everybody would got to play. The girls from Mott would have got to play there, and the local community. But I said there was just no notification. And that's been the east side tradition for many years, playing in the hole.
Now, there was an area, I know, like at Whaley Park, there's an area to expand. But I mean, at Kearsley Park, you definitely, I don't know, understand the purpose of them shortening the distance or whatever. I don't understand.
Well, the reason why they shortened is because they made it a woman's or a girl's underhand softball fast pitch, which means they bring the fences in.
Yeah.
It's not the ideal that they took the facility over. It's the way they did it and how they limited the use. They said it's going to be open to the public. Well, that's fine. Not all the public's going to be able to use it. So these guys grew up on that field. First of all, they changed the aesthetics of it. You can't sit on the hill and see the park. Now you're seeing fences and dugouts, which is beautiful, don't get me wrong. But the thing is, I can't sit there and talk to Vic or any of them anymore. You know, they're all isolated from the people on the field. It's not bad, but the thing is, it's not good. They went about getting that ball diamond wrong.
So now, was there like groups out there saying, we want this, we're willing to throw money your way to get this done? Or was it basically their attempt to try to lure people from outside the area into the area, you think?
All I can do is give you my opinion about what happened. Is what the deal is they're saying now that there's nobody to run that ball diamond. Well, Kelly was handed the money. That money went to Mott or wherever. We don't even know where the money went. Okay, how much does it cost to put a person in there to run the ball diamond? And as far as the mowing and that, me personally, Mott's getting the most use out of it. Take care of it. It's not that big. And they're saying the bathrooms got burned up. There's vandalism. They did the same thing through the other ball diamond. They also said, because I was on the Kearsley Park Advisory Board, that we would be able to use it. They've kept that damn thing locked for years now. Understand what I'm saying? Now, Mott College is a business, folks, just like I'm saying. They are a business. And when you get to say to your students or the people that are trying to register there, hey, we got a softball field for you. We've got all this. There's a reason why they did that, because they're making money off it.
Yeah, they definitely, I can understand that. I mean, Mott will probably get federal funding, state funding, and funding from local sources, foundations or whatever, but I don't think they have much to draw from on the taxpayers' base other than what they allotted from, you know, taxes we pay. I think they get amount coming from it. So basically, if I'm understanding this correctly, they are getting money. You're paying into it. If you're paying property taxes, you are paying something towards the maintenance.
Yeah, but it goes further than that. It's not just property taxes. We're also paying a Mott College fund.
Right.
They have got a millage that they get 0.5 from all the residents.
Right.
So, and not only that, they have a park fund. There's $333,000 in this master plan. How much money would it take to bring some people in there and take care of that park? Not only that, why did they take it from us behind closed doors? And I don't care what you said, that's what was done. They can say as the emergency manager, well, who went to that emergency manager? You have a woman named Kay Kelly that is supposed to be the Kearsley Park project manager. Where was she at? She didn't come public with any of this. Nothing. What's her husband? Her husband's one of the top 3 men at Mott who just retired in March. Great people, but they worked it the wrong way. And that's why I'm angry. I know it's why I can't even sit down with my boys.
Yeah, we're from the east side our whole lives, and basically we got over here by default. I mean, we just showed up and played here. We looked all over the city for another field to play and had issues everywhere, but we ended up playing here. We'd much rather be back on the east side of Flint. And like I said, they just went about it the wrong way. They didn't notify nobody. Just the next day, you know, it's up and we're out.
So I know that like a lot of people would say, well, the lack of funding, but I think I know Ascencio's barbershop. You've been around for quite a few years, and you have a team for quite a few years. So I think you'd pony up as much as you could. You'd help them with conduct fundraisers. I'm certain of that. If that was an issue, if they wanted to maybe carry more of your freight, they'd say. I think you guys would have, you know, met that demand.
We played there last year without issue. We started out with 6 teams. It was great. I mean, community participation. We had championship games down there. We had a DJ come out. Hey, national anthem. We announced the championship teams as the playoffs. It was real nice. I mean, the whole community was just all into it. And like I said, they just pulled the plug on us.
And you guys got to realize, we used to pop them lights on growing up. We'd be down at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and literally, the crime rate on the east side of Flint dropped. The police are sitting on the hillside, and we all come together. Yeah, there might have been a fight here or there, but man, we love each other. Hey, we went to school together. Look at us. I've known this guy since I was 4 years old, Roger Lair. You know what I'm saying? And there ain't no problem here. The problem is we can't get to where we belong. So you feel it's our home.
So you feel like you've been shut out totally. That's what I'm getting. You feel like you've been shut out totally.
Yeah, we have been shut out. Have you seen us down there? I'm telling you right now, if we was to all go down there, 6 teams, and try and take over that field, the Mott security would have us. They would have us. And then that would be a fight. And that's not what we want.
So
they gave us a hard time all last year for parking in the street there. The Mott security come through. And then now they play at the baseball in Chavez, and they park in the street there. Nobody does nothing. I mean, I think they were just out to get us out of there from the start. But I got to excuse myself. I got a game.
Okay.
Mr. Palladeno can carry on.
Okay. So anyway, well, Tony, anyway, I just like carry on this with us. But now a lot of people say that maybe your motivation is because like you feel like you're in shut out and there's a fun. I mean, and I think you've articulated to me that there is a part of that. You know, you are feeling like I was part of this. You're cutting me out. And it's like you're kind of bewildered by this, but the money issue is an issue across the board for anything that's going on in Genesee County. I mean, if you don't got money, you'd like to have a lot of things done, but we can't do it. But like I said, I think that I know the people in the community, if they thought that was an issue, and that was the crux of the issue, you'd actually go out of your way to help raise funds, or see if you can actually help guarantee more funds for other people. But I think that I can understand, appreciate why you feel kind of this kind of resentment. That you're basically, this is something that's been going on for a long time, and now
this is a family tradition. We've been down there for years. I remember sitting on that fence and could hardly reach the top of it, watching the wooden keg and all these different teams play. Yeah, I'm wearing it on my sleeve again, guys. But the thing is, look who's behind me. This is just one team of the 6, and we're way on the south side of Flint. Not that that's bad, but this isn't home. You know, these are businesses. These are people. Grandma's coming down. Take a look at the people that sit around. There's going to be more. You know, that's what the hillside was. Man, I haven't seen Miss Ramirez in 6 years. All of a sudden, she's at this ball game. She might not make it this far. You know, and as far as the money. Let's be real. This park right now is being run by Genesee County. What's that tell you, folks? Genesee County is starting to take over everything.
This was a city park.
This was a city park. From what I understand, don't quote me on it, but now I just found out just now that Genesee County is taking care of this. Genesee County is going to take care of this. Genesee County. Why? Because we got rid of all our stuff. I bet I can get 5 of these guys to jump on them mowers in a heartbeat. You know what I'm saying? These guys aren't afraid to work to keep what's theirs. I mean, we started the first cleanup. Now, granted, we didn't play ball in that diamond for a while because it was limited. You know, some of the teams split up, some joined armies, Navy, whatever. But we always knew we could come down there and play in the hole. That's not Mott's ball diamond. That is not Mott College ball diamond. That's the hole to us.
Now, you're talking about that one portion that butts up against Robert T. Longway, right?
Yeah. And the big oak tree that's in the middle, man, if you could clean that, if you could hit over that tree, you were a legend. You were put on a list. Paul Forster, Mike Conner, Vic, all these guys that could hit the ball. You hit that big oak tree, you were made a legend, you know? So,
well, I'm going to ask you probably a question that people are watching this are going to ask us. Like, Tony, what would you hope to come out? You know, comes out of this? I mean, and I'll put that to you right now. What would you hope by putting this out there? Would you hope is affected?
Well,
what kind of change?
I'm going to let you know right now. I'm supposed to sit down with my president and probably Tom Healy, who are great people. But the thing is, they're like, well, we got Whittier ball diamond in the soccer field. Well, you sunk money over there. You didn't even come to us. How hard will it be for you to move them fences back? Or better yet, move that facility over to Whittier. Give us back our ball diamond. You know what I'm saying? I can't speak for everybody. I know one thing. We used to clean and do a lot of things at that park. And now, like I said, we've been isolated for a reason. There's no more neighborhood meetings in the pavilion. There's no more park and pork fest. There's nothing going on. The gates at the other end, I'm just realizing they're keeping that locked. Why, they don't have the help? No, they're making this a setup so somebody else can come in and clean it. Someone's making money in that park. Someone has the money. How much money does Mott College have? Look at all the equipment they have. My God, they got the facilities right there. They're kicking us off the streets for parking here. Why don't you open the gate? You are a community college. Open that gate and let us park in there. What, liability? Come on, man.
Well, anyway, I hope that this gets some response for you, and I mean, I definitely encourage anybody from the opposing, well,
Yeah,
you'll
let's
see the
get some
opposing side.
I mean, I'm sure people are going to say, well, Tony don't know what he's talking about. Well, we don't play fast pitch underhand. You know what I'm saying? You took a piece of our neighborhood from us, i.e. the pavilion and everything along that side of the river. And they basically are just saying, from my understanding of it, just live with it, and you don't have a recourse. No, they're saying it's good for you. We're going to open the gates when we're not doing maintenance, we're not taking care of the ball diamond, or we have a scheduled game. Well, when are they going to have it? You know, they're supposed to send their schedule to the city. Well, who's going to get that information? There's no parks at the city. There's no parks department, i.e. here comes Genesee County.
Well, anyway, I hope something good comes out of this. And again, I encourage anybody who wants to challenge what Tony said or bring to light something they think he has overlooked. Please contact me at All Points TV on Facebook. You can leave a message there. Definitely like to look toward, forward to hearing from anybody. And thank you very much for bringing on this.
Thanks a lot, John. Another good one. Thank you.